Good morning, students. Today I am just continuing the chapter which I was dealing in the last time. That is the alkenes, 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 and their properties, chemical properties. Alkenes are actually the compounds containing carbon double bond. There is a double bond in between carbon and carbon molecule. And in the previous classes, and in some three videos, I was discussing the preparation and properties of alkanes and the alkenes. And I want to request you, or I want to inform you that you have to see every videos from the starting from my class in this particular YouTube, and then only you can understand the things in the right way, in the continuous way in the classes, online classes. The first, there are some reactions here. I had written the reactions according to the reactions given in the syllabus. The first reaction is hydroxylation. Hydroxylation is addition of OHCl. Otherwise, addition of OH groups to the alkanes. What are alkanes? Alkanes are unsaturated compounds containing a double bond between carbon and carbon. This is a symmetrical alkene. This alkene can be divided into two equal parts. So therefore we can call it as a symmetrical alkene. And symmetrical alkene OHCl is added to the symmetrical alkene and you are getting CH2OH and CH2Cl. Addition taking place as usual. The double bond is satisfied with this group and this molecule is cut into two pieces and OH will be adding to CH2 side and Cl. Even Cl adding here and OH adding here, there is no problem for the addition in unsymmetrical alkenes. But if you take an unsymmetrical alkene, this is propene, the double bond is attacked here, OHCl is attacked here, according to the Markovnikov's rule. Markovnikov's rule is simply, I can state the rule now, that is the negative part of negative part of this addendum, this is the addendum, OHCl in this case. Negative part will be adding to the least hydrogenated carbon atom, OHCl. If you compare OHCl, OH is more negative than Cl. So OH will be adding to the least hydrogenated carbon atom. I will explain the Markovnikov's rule at the last. And hydration, what is hydration? Addition of water molecule. Addition of water molecule H, OH, H plus and OH minus. So CH3, CH, CH2. This is an unsymmetrical alkene and water is added here. Water is OH minus. The minus part should be added to the least hydrogenated carbon atom and the CH3 here. Hydrogen is there. And the hydroxylation as well as addition for unsymmetrical alkanes are followed according to the Markovnikov's. For symmetrical alkane, no problem. That will be happening as usual. Usual addition. Vicinal compound will be formed. Here also vicinal, but the addition is taking place according to the Markovnikov's principle. And bromination, in the case of bromination, there is no difficulty. For symmetrical and unsymmetrical compounds, addition taking place usually. And the oxidation, if you come to the oxidation point of view, here also for symmetrical molecule, OH group is added to both CH2, CH2 and we are getting vicinal diodes, that is glycol, ethylene glycol. Otherwise we say diode. For unsymmetrical alkane, the addition is taking place according to, here is no problem at all because you are adding the oxidation compound and you are getting a vicinal diode in this case. But in the case of hydroxylation and hydration, I told you, these reactions are happening according to the Markovnikov's principle. What is Markovnikov's principle? Let us see the reaction written on the right side of the extreme right side of the blackboard. That is addition of HBr. HBr is known as addendum of the molecule. HBr, H plus and Br minus. It should be taken as H plus and Br minus because the ions are like that. And if you consider an unsymmetrical compound, that is CH3CH2, this is propene, unsymmetrical alkene, is added to an unsymmetrical addendum, that is H plus Br minus. Hydrogen bromide, hydrogen iodide, hypohalous acid, hydrogen chloride, or in this case of water, these all are unsymmetrical addendum. So whenever you add with such an addendum to its compound, this rule states that the negative part is Br minus, is added to the least hydrogenated, that is CH, least hydrogenated carbon atom, like this. That is the normal reaction. And if the reaction, this statement is known as the Markovnikov's principle, that is what is, I will repeat once again, the negative part of the addendum, whenever you are adding to an addendum, unsymmetrical addendum to an unsymmetrical alkene, the negative part of the addendum will be added to least hydrogenated carbon atom. So you are getting CH3CH3CH3. If this reaction is done in presence of a peroxide, hydrogen peroxide or sodium peroxide or benzoyl peroxide. I can say benzoyl peroxide is better because the reaction is an organic reaction. Benzoyl peroxide. If you are doing the reaction in presence of a peroxide like benzoyl peroxide, benzoyl, not benzyl, benzoyl peroxide, you are getting the CH3CH2. There is no rule there. Hydrogen is adding to this point and Br is adding to this point. That is against to the Markovnikov. That is known as Kharash. K-H-A-R-A-S-C-H. Kharash peroxide effect. According to Kharash peroxide effect, the addition happening just reverse to the Markovnikov's principle. Markovnikov's principle is written here only. Negative part should be added to the least hydrogenated carbon atom. In this case, it is not like that. Negative part of the addendum is added to the more hydrogenated carbon atom. That is just opposite of Markovnikov's. That is known as peroxide effect. So these are the reactions. For whenever you add such to HBr to a symmetrical alkene, there is no problem. You are getting a simple molecule. Simple addition will be taking place. H can be added to this side or H can be added to here, and it can be added here. So you will be getting same compound, normal compound. In this case, you are getting CH2, HBr, you are getting ethyl bromide. But in this case, you just see this is an isotope butyl bromide. Butyl. 3 molecules of carbon are there, so this is butyl compound. This is isobutyl compound. So, according to peroxide effect, it is a normal butyl compound. I will show you the reactions written on the blackboard with the help of the camera once again. See the heading, alkenes, properties, chemical. You can see hydroxylation, addition of OHCl. You can see the reactions. This is a normal alkene adding to hypochlorous acid. There is no problem in getting the compound because the double bond is breaking here and OHCl is added to the double bond. So OH can be added to here or here, no problem. But in the case of unsymmetrical alkene, this should be taken as an unsymmetrical addendum. So in which OH minus is taken and Cl plus is taken, this minus part will be added to the least hydrogenated carbon atoms according to the Markovnikov's principle. And chlorine will be added to CH2. Hydration is another reaction, that is addition of water molecule, H plus and OH minus. This reaction happens in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid. OH minus part will be added to the least hydrogenated carbon atom for getting this compound. And bromination is quite easy. Double bond is broken and bromine atom is added to the double bond. In both cases, this is a simple alkene, symmetrical, and this is unsymmetrical. You are getting vicinal dihalide. Okay, oxidation with alkaline potassium permanganate. So this is oxidation. We can say hydroxylation also, because you are getting OH group and OH group in both sides. Actually, this reaction happens in two steps. First, you are getting an epoxide, CH2O CH2 like that, a ring compound type, and then that will be hydrolyzed and you are getting CH2OH and CH2OH. So this is not only oxidation, this is oxidation and hydrolysis. Both will be happening here, and you are getting vicinal compound, that is glycol, ethylene glycol. But here also, in the case of unsymmetric alkane, you will just see OH groups are added to the double bond. So OH groups can be added to the double bond in two cases. One is oxidation. This reaction is not only oxidation, I told you, oxidation and hydrolysis, you are getting this compound. In the first step, you are getting an epoxide, ethylene oxide, and then that will be converted into the vicinal diols, dialcohols. Hydroxylation, addition of OHCl you can write, and or addition of OH group in the case of oxidation with KMnO4 also will be taking place. And Markovnikov's rule I will repeat once again. This is unsymmetrical alkene is added to HBr, you are getting CH3, CHBr and CH3. That is the negative part of this Br minus should be added to the least hydrogenated carbon atom. This is the compound. And in the presence of benzoyl peroxide, reaction is happening against to the Markovnikov's rule. But in the case of a normal, symmetrical compound, symmetrically alkene, you are getting no difficulty, because hydrogen you can add here or hydrogen here. Br also you can add here or you can add here. You will be getting same product. So these are the important reactions of alkenes on today. And students, I have taken many classes, some 3 classes or 4 classes, I suppose. Last week there were holidays for the teachers. And the final year classes are just started in every colleges in Kannada. And the students are coming after testing their, COVID-19 test and all, and consent letter from the parents and all. And as far as the second year and first years are concerned, we do not have any idea of the classes, when the classes will start and when the college is opening for them. So therefore you have to continuously you have to watch the videos on online classes. Not only my videos and others' videos also. As you know, there are about 80 students joined for the chemistry subjects, including CBS, CZS, CBEZ and PCM and all, to our college in this academic year. And from our records, we are getting an idea that almost some 25 people or 30 people, they are watching the videos. Many people are not at all watching the videos. And I don't know what they are doing at their home. And they are asking when the college is going to start and all. The college will not start until and unless the government of Karnataka and government of India issue some clear-cut SOP. What is SOP? Standard Operating Procedures to the educational institutions. Until then, we cannot start the classes. And one student was asking when the college start. We cannot start the college. We are in this matter. We should strictly have to follow the orders of the government of India and government of Karnataka. Not only our colleges, no colleges in the country can be opened without the permission of the government. So therefore, you have to watch the online classes again and again the YouTube, and you have to make the notes. You have to see, take the books and study at your home, and you have to follow us. And you cannot sit simply at your home and you cannot play with your computer or you cannot play with your, or you can say, mobile phone and all. One fine day you will come to us. We are waiting for that. Whenever you come to us, we will clear the doubts and we will complete the syllabus according to the procedure, normal procedures. Understand the point? So therefore, this should you have to understand, and you are just joined for degree classes. You are not small boys and girls, and you have to use your, what you can say, your social media for the educational purpose, not for any other purpose. That you have to please understand the things properly and please follow the classes. Thank you. Thank you for the patient here.